Before steel rails split the prairies, before fences crisscrossed the land, there was the bison. For thousands of years, this mighty animal roamed the grasslands in the tens of millions, untamed, powerful, and sacred. But to the indigenous peoples of North America, the bison was far more than just wildlife. It was a way of life, a provider, a spiritual guide. In this video, we'll explore the deep connection between indigenous cultures and the bison, how it fed, clothed, and sheltered entire communities, and why it remains a lasting symbol of strength, resilience, and respect for the natural world. Title: The Bison's Significance in Indigenous Life. On screen text. Title of the video. Let's begin with its vital role in day-to-day survival and the sacred bond that went far beyond the physical. The bison didn't just nourish the body, it shaped the soul of indigenous storytelling. For many native nations, the bison is woven into the oral traditions passed down through generations. Tales of mighty herds, spirit bison, and sacred hunts are more than stories. They are lessons wrapped in myth. In some creation stories, the bison emerges as one of the first beings, a life-giver sent by the Great Spirit to sustain and teach. These myths remind us that all life is connected, that what feeds us must also be respected. To this day, the bison teaches. Its strength becomes a lesson in endurance. Its herd, a model of community and unity. Its survival, a symbol of resilience. Through story, song, and ceremony, the bison remains not just a memory, but a teacher. There was a time when over 30 million bison thundered across the plains, but in the 19th century, that roar was silenced. Driven by overhunting, forced westward expansion, and government policies aimed at weakening indigenous nations, the bison population plummeted to the brink of extinction. For indigenous communities, this wasn't just the loss of an animal, it was the unraveling of a way of life. Sacred ceremonies faded, stories were silenced, and vital knowledge was threatened with erasure. Yet the story doesn't end there. Across North America, indigenous nations are leading the charge to restore the bison, not just to the land, but to the heart of their cultures. Programs rooted in tradition and science are bringing the herds back, one step at a time. Each bison returned is more than wildlife conservation. It's a restoration of identity, sovereignty, and spirit. Today, the bison walks the plains once more, not in numbers of old, but with a renewed purpose. From Montana to Manitoba, indigenous communities are leading a powerful movement, bringing the buffalo home. Through land stewardship, traditional knowledge, and partnerships, they are rebuilding herds and, with them, sacred connections. Ceremonies long quieted are being revived. Stories once whispered are now proudly told. Children are growing up with the bison again, not just in books, but in life. The bison stands not only as a living legacy, but as a symbol of indigenous resilience, of survival, of resurgence. In every hoofbeat there is a heartbeat, a culture reborn, a future reclaimed. The story of the bison is far from over. In fact, it's just beginning a new chapter, one built on partnership, purpose, and hope. Today, indigenous communities are not alone in their efforts. Conservationists, scientists, and policymakers are coming together with indigenous stewards, recognizing that the future of the bison is a shared responsibility. By restoring herds and honoring the wisdom of traditional ecological knowledge, we're not just bringing back an animal, we're helping to rebuild ecosystems, cultures, and connections. Together we can shape a sustainable future where bison once again roam freely and indigenous cultures continue to thrive with strength and pride. This is more than preservation. It's a promise to future generations, to the land and to the legacy of the buffalo. If this story moved you, take a moment to honor the resilience of the buffalo and the cultures it continues to sustain. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful wildlife stories. Share this video to help raise awareness. Support Indigenous-led conservation efforts and protect the sacred legacy of the bison. Let's walk forward together with the spirit of the buffalo guiding the way.